Hello everybody, it's Daniel here, and welcome back to a Showdown Monday edition for competitive Pokemon battling this week. We're doing a Monday this week because I had an absolutely dreadful day yesterday as far as Pokemon is concerned. Like, dear God, it was just a nightmare. I'm not entirely sure what happened, and just from playing this morning, I'm really hoping it was an off day and not something horribly wrong with this team. But it was kind of disastrous yesterday, so not a great start. But anyways, we've got a team we're looking at, and as promised, I am using a Mega Houndoom this week. And I've actually kind of based a semi-sun team around it. I always seem to do semi-sun, I never fully commit for it, and I'm never really sure why, but it's just something I do. I always seem to have half a sun team. So here's essentially what I've done. I've got a kind of a mixed Houndoom set going. I've got Fire Blast, Solar Beam, bit of attack investment for Sucker Punch, because that's actually really handy, and Destiny Bond on top of that. Solar Power with this thing, it's kind of lethal if you actually have the sun up. Fire Blast will just kill nearly anything. It's just incredibly strong. So I try and get this guy out as often as I can. To go with that, we then have one Pokemon to set up the sun, and we do have our Whimsicott here for this. Using a bit of an odd set for this. It's kind of a mainly defensive, but it's then got some special attack investment, so I can actually launch a couple of Solar Beams off on people. Because most people forget that Whimsicott can actually get attacks, and it's kind of surprising the amount of people may switch in things like Swamperts or Gastrodons on this, just thinking that they're entirely safe, but you're not. It's a grass type, it's got really powerful moves. So I got Solar Beam on this, got Sunny Day. Then of course your standard Leech Seed and Encore, nothing really new there. Then of course we got a Skarmory here. I've got just Defog on this because I really need a Defog on something, just because, well, Houndoom that really doesn't appreciate rocks. So I have it on this, and it's just a standard Whirlwind set. It's definitely one of the bulkier Skarmory sets I've gone for, but nothing entirely new there. It's just average Skarmory. I'm actually using a Scarf Garchomp for once. I never really use this set, but I actually did need something to have Scarf, and I actually just wanted something with some Dragon type coverage and some ground-based coverage, so Garchomp really just works, because Scarf Garchomp, it's like a tried and tested set, you know it works. I've got Ironhead on as well, just in case there's a Fairy type, and because I just need something to deal with it, don't really have anything for them, so that's my coverage for that. And then I've also got a Stealth Rock on it. It looks a bit silly, but if you're sending out Garchomp essentially to die, and you just want to do something quickly, why not set up Stealth Rocks? It's kind of handy for the other sweepers. Speaking of the other sweepers, we got the last two members of the team here. We got this Victini here, and I'm actually using a mixed Victini set that I really like. I've gone for a lot of bulk on this. I've gone for a fair bit of attack investment and adamant nature, but I've also got quite a bit of special attack on this. The reason being is that I'm actually running Glaciate and Psychic on this. Now Glaciate is mainly just for Gliscors and Landorus. There's nothing else that's going to do much damage to. But no one really expects it. People forget that Victini actually gets this. On top of that as well, we do have Psychic. It's quite strong considering we got Stab Life Orb here, and I just kind of saved that for fighting types, and it's kind of powerful. I didn't bother with speed on this, but it doesn't matter too much because Victini's got kind of alright speed in itself. And I've got other things on the team that can just handle the speed side of things, so this is just another little extra sweeper I can switch to when I set up with my Whimsicott. And let me tell you, V-Create in the sun, you're not gonna live. Doesn't matter what you are, you're not gonna live that. It's incredibly strong. It's kind of stupid. Last thing on this team is something I really want to try, I haven't really gotten around to, is a Barbaracle, and I'm using a Shell Smash set on it. People don't really use this Pokemon this much, and it's kind of a shame, because he's actually pretty good. He's got really good natural defense, and his attack is kind of really high. I'm actually quite happy with it. So I'm just using a standard White Herb set with the Shell Smash on it. Razor Shell and Stone Edge for stab, because it's incredibly strong after you set up the Smash. And then we just got a Cross Chop on it just to get some extra coverage, and because we don't really have any fighting type coverage on this team, so I need it on something. But all in all, this is actually a pretty good team. I've had a lot of success with this one, and again, it's a mixed kind of Sun team. It's what I always seem to do, so I'm not overly reliant on Sun, but I just really benefit when I do have it. But I can still function without it, and I've just got Pokemon that really thrive in that, mainly being just this guy at the end here, and Whimsicott does actually surprisingly well without it as well. Just because of Encore and Leech Seed, it's really handy, just whenever someone tries to set up in your face. But anyways, let's dive on into our first game. Okay, and what have we got this time? And oh, we've actually got a Ditto here. I haven't seen one of these in forever. Gen 5, they were everywhere, but they kind of died out with X and Y. But great to see one of those. So that's just a Choice Scarf set, nothing too much to fear here. And let's see, Mega Pinsir is on Steam. He's got Talonflame and Greninja Core, so they're going to be just U-turning all over the place. Really causing havoc, which is going to be a bit of a problem to deal with. A bit awkward. Then we got the Sableye as well. Just standard Will-O-Wisp set, more than likely. You know, I kind of want to lead with Victini, and he's just going to lead with his Talonflame here, so this works kind of nicely, because I can just go for a V-Crit, and nothing is really going to appreciate. Even his Talonflame will not take this well. So I might as well just go for it. Well, actually, just thinking about it, he's not going to be that ballsy guy who switches in a Ferrothorn on a Victini. I really don't feel, so let's just go straight for Bolt Strike. He is just going to go for Brave Bird, but that's definitely not going to take us out. And we've just dealt with one of the major threats in his team, like, almost immediately, so that's a fantastic start. Victini already doing some work, so that's pretty great. And now he's going to go into his Pinsir. He's probably just going to want to go... Well, he's probably just going to Mega Evolve and then just go straight for a standard Quick Attack. He'll probably have enough power with that, just because Mega Pinsir is a bit of a monster. Thankfully, though, I do have my Skarmory here, so I don't really fear anything. It's actually just going to go straight for the EQ there, so okay, right. Definitely wasn't predicting the Skarmory of all things. But that's kind of alright. I'm really not too worried about that. I can just go straight for a Drill Peck. If he stays in, then I can just go for Whirlwind. And he's just going to switch out straight out to his Sableye. So that's kind of fine with me. This thing is probably just going to want to go for the Willow more than anything. So with that in mind, let's just go straight into our Mega Houndoom, because we've got a really good opportunity for it. And okay, he taunted us with that. That's not really much of a problem, considering I was going to go for Fire Blast anyway. So let's go straight for that. And okay, right. Oh, okay, he's doing this thing with the Ditto. I did this a while back. This is actually the really cool thing to do with Ditto, because you can actually essentially Choice Scarf into a Mega Evolution. Now, tragically, the way he did it here, he doesn't quite get it right, and now he's just stuck with a regular Houndoom, and regular Houndoom just isn't great. Like, so I can effectively just stay in here, and he's not really going to be able to do much. No Flash Fire. Nope. Early Bird. Because... Well, just because, I guess I actually forgot to switch it, but... but that worked out surprisingly well there, all things considered. I just kept it on Early Bird because I'm never really using, like, regular Houndoom. Like, I always try and Mega Evolve it as soon as I can. And generally, if I switch it in a Fire-type move anyway, it doesn't take too much damage, so... I guess I should put Flash Fire on it just so I get some extra power, but... Well, okay, hindsight. I'll sort that out later. I probably should have. Okay, he's just going to go into his Greninja now. He's probably just going to want to, whatchamacallit, well, Choice Scarf me with a Hydro Pump or whatnot. I can just go out to Whimsicott, because Whimsicott's actually got, it's like, alright, bulking. Oh, you're that guy. You're that guy who goes for the freaking Ice Beam on a Fire type. Oh, don't do this, man. Don't do this. Oh, no. When people are this ballsy, like, it always just ends badly for them. Like, it just always. Oh, God. Okay, right. Well, we can just go straight into a Garchomp here. We should definitely be faster, just the fact that we have Choice Scout. The fact that he has a Life Orb instead. Let's just go for an Iron Head here. Ice type. Don't be ballsy. Just don't do it. Make the safe place first, then try and work about it. Now we've taken out, like, the major offensive core of his team. And we've really just got so much setup fodder now, like, just to work with. So we've got a Ferrothorn in our face now. What's it going to want to do? It can T-Wave us, it can Gyro Ball us. It'll probably just Leech Seed us, actually. So with that in mind, let's just go back out into Houndoom. Nothing too much to fear. You missed the Leech Seed, it's a bit unfortunate, but it really doesn't matter all that much. Let's just go straight for another Fire Blast. Best switch for him is ideally to actually go back out into his Ditto, and then just kind of work from there. But thankfully, if he does do that, I can just go straight for a Sucker Punch. And if we just do a Sucker Punch on Sucker Punch trade-off, then, like, nothing's really going to happen because it's Sucker Punch. So not too much to fear. I have no idea why he actually stayed in that. He really should have gone out to Ditto. Maybe he just kind of felt that Ferrothorn wasn't going to accomplish much at this stage, but really, it's just a bit unnecessary because Ferrothorn would have been quite good against some of the other things on my team. But what are you going to do? Now what is he going to actually want to do? If he's got Confuse Ray and a Sableye, it's a bit of an option for him there. He's really being forced out into that Ditto there. He really doesn't have much else choice. Because Pinsir will be able to hit quite hard, but like with a quick attack. But Houndoom actually is faster. If he goes for an EQ, I will just kill him with Fire Blast. So he's really not going to accomplish much there. His only real hope is if I miss it or something. So he really just kind of has to switch out into his Ditto here. He's kind of just thinking about it because he's in a bit of a tight spot. But it is really his only option. Like, there's nothing else he can honestly do here. So let's just sit tight and see what he does. Okay, he's going to go out into Pinsir. Right, so the fact he's going out the pincer, I know that I'm faster. Just because I'm Houndoom. Like, this thing is incredibly fast. People underestimate it. And sure enough, I'm faster. I take him out of the Fire Blast, and he kind of throws away the game. Well, there wasn't much he could do there, in fairness. I probably should have gone out to his Ditto. Like, ideally he should have, and just even gone for a Destiny Bond or something. That probably would have been, like, his best option. But then again, even if we went for that, then I kind of could have just worked around it because I was going to go for Sucker Punch. He was in a very tight spot there, though. The fact that he lost his core, like, well, he's like Talonflame and Greninja, like, offensive core so early, that really hurt him, and, well, it just didn't go well for him. We've all got those games, though, so let's dive on into our next game. Okay, and what are we up against this time? It actually looks like a semi-rain team, just considering how it's structured. So we got a Politoed here and a Greninja, which is really going to appreciate it. We got those two. Perhaps the Garchomp has Aquatail. I think they get Aquatail. Oh god, it would be amazing if it was one of those specially based Garchomps. It's rare you see them, but I somehow doubt it. Oh, it is actually the Mega Garchomp. So it could actually be that. That's kind of interesting. Just noticed. Okay, so on top of that, then oh, don't worry about it. It's grand. You were fun too. Don't worry about it. So okay, Espeon's probably going to do screens. Clefable's probably running that really annoying stored power set, but thankfully I do have Ironhead. Honestly, I just kind of want to lead with Victini, because even if he leads with Politoed, unless it's Scarfed, I can get an immediate Bolt Strike off on him. And he's just going to lead with Espeon here, so this is kind of unfortunate, because I can just go straight for a V-Create, and you're going to trick me. You give me a Flame Orb, so that's really not going to affect me too much, and V-Create is still going to brutally murder you, because it's V-Create! You just don't live it on Victini. It's like the most powerful move in the game. You're just not gonna live. Oh god, so alright, that's the Espeon dealt with immediately, so that's actually kind of handy, because now we don't have to worry about him setting up screens. Now he's gonna go out into his Politoed. So okay, I'm really not sure what this one's going to do. Well, it's in his best interest, I guess, to go for his Scald right off the bat. With that in mind, I'm going to just go to my Whimsicott, because I can take it relatively well. He went for Hypnosis. Sorry, it's very rare you see Hypnosis. That caught me off guard a bit. Okay, right, but he's going to be plotting something, and now he's going to go into his Skarmory, and oh, okay, right, he's going to try and set up hazards, I guess. Taking advantage of my sleeping status. Well, thankfully we actually did get in there. We managed to get a Leech Seed off, so that's fine. He's not going to be able to war us out in time. And this may actually be where some speed investment comes in handy, because we can't just go for a Whirlwind. No, okay, he's just going to switch straight out to that thing. Alright, that's fine, and I can't afford to have Clefable set up in my face. Let's just go straight for another Whirlwind. He's going back out to Politoed, so he really, really wants to get up the Hypnosis on this thing. So, alright, so that's kind of what he's going for there. What am I going to want to do, though? Ideally, I should do something. You know, let's go out into Victini again, because we've already got one successful kill off. Oh, he actually went for a Flamethrower there. That's going to do pitiful damage, considering we've got Rain, and it's Victini. You're really not going to accomplish much there. You know, the nice thing about this is, as well, we are entirely free to just vary up our moves here. But honestly, even with the Rain, I think V-Create does more damage than anything. I'll go for a quick Bolt Strike in case he wants to switch it out straight to his Politoed. No, he's not actually going to do that. So that's fine. Bolt Strike did that much damage, so let's just go straight. Oh wait, let's not go immediately for a V-Create just yet. Let's have one more Bolt Strike, and then a V-Create should definitely take him out. And now he just kind of went for a second Calm Mind there, so that's fine. The Rain wore off, so now I can go for V-Create and I can just take him out. Again, Victini, you're not going to live V-Create. You're just not going to live it. Oh god. So we've dealt with that as well. Now that's another major threat dealt with, because, dear god, Stored Power Clefables are a bloody nightmare to deal with. Well, he's kind of free to get off another Hypnosis on something, so just kind of looking at the team, it doesn't really matter too much if my Skarmory is put to sleep. And he actually made a switch out to Garchomp there. So okay, so if my prediction is right, this is actually a specially based Garchomp, and I honestly think he might go for a Fire Blast here. Now the question is, how ballsy am I feeling switching to Victini on a Garchomp? Victini's actually doing kind of well this battle. I don't really want to sack him yet, because Bolt Strike's going to take out both the Politoed and the Skarmory. I'm really expecting him to go for something like that, though. You know what, let's just go for a Whirlwind in the off chance he does actually go for a standard SD. And sure enough, I was actually right there, he does have Aquatail, so it's definitely kind of like a semi-rain team. So I got that like entirely right, so that's fine. Now he's going to go to his Skarmory here. He might just predict the Whirlwind right off the bat. What I would really love to do is actually set up my Sun and kind of hinder him a bit. And he's actually just going to try and set up his Stout Rock now. So this is actually kind of a nice spot for me because I can... Well, I guess there's actually no real benefit if I Encore him into that, unless he wants to go for a Brave Bird or something. So I guess just in case, I should just Encore him and let's just go for, force him to go for continued Stout Rocks. And okay, that's fine. And now we're going for a Sunny Day because that's just going to be handy for everything. And now you can switch in his Politoed first. Now we've got Sunny Day. Now we can hit him hard with a Solar Beam. He's just really not going to appreciate that. Let's see how much damage it does. Dear God, that dealt an awful lot. And he actually encored me into that, so that's actually fine because it's going to hit him for a fair amount on whatever he switches into. Skarmory's kind of his best switch for it. So why not just get off another Solar Beam? It does a little bit of damage. It's not the worst. At least we hurt the Politoed more than anything, which I guess is what I was going for. And okay, now we've got to actually contend with these Stout Rocks on the field. He's ideally going to want to start whirlwinding things about, so let's just switch straight into okay, oh alright, okay, right, he's just going, he seems to be going for full hazards right now. Right, let's take this opportunity to set up in his face, and let's go out into our Houndoom, and oh no, that was really unfortunate for us. I'm just gonna whirlwind him out of here. He's got no reason not to go for another layer of spikes. And oh no, why? I forgot I have Defog. Oh, I actually forgot I'm running Defog. I never run Defog on Skarmory, and oh, let's go for it now. Oh, Jesus, I was tempted to fate a bit there. Thankfully, we did just have enough to live that. Jesus Christ. Okay, right. Well, okay, so we got that off successfully now. Let's go back out into our Whimsicott, because we can threaten a lot of things on his team with it. And we'll have to try and find an opportunity to heal up our Skarmory later, because it might still be handy to have against the Garchomp. And right now, I'm just going to set up a standard Leech Seed. He can stay in if he wants. And okay, he's actually just going to go for a Perish Song of all things. A bit of a weird choice. But okay, that's fine. He hasn't got anything that actually like trap me in, so I'm not exactly worried about that. Oh god, could I Encore him into Perish Song? No, okay, he's gonna switch out. He's gonna switch out there. Oh, that would have been amazing if I actually got that off. Like seriously, that just would have been great. Let's just go straight for another Leech Seed, and he's just gonna, sure enough, he's just gonna go straight for a Drill Peck now, so he's kind of, well, he's kind of just had it with my Whimsicott, and Perish next turn, so I'm ideally just gonna get it out of here. And wow, we can really actually just set up on him with our Barbaracle, and we actually even appreciate the fact that we've got Rain here. Right, so he's gone into his Greninja here. Well, he shouldn't be able to kill us with one hit. We should definitely live at least one. So I am kind of safe to go for a Shell Smash. Jesus Christ! Okay, I underestimated. That must be modest or something. I underestimated that a bit. Okay, well the fact that that's a Life Orb then as well, that kind of works in our favor because we know it's kind of like exactly what he's running. So let's go out into Whimsicott. He's definitely going to want to deal with this, so he's probably just going to stay in and try and Ice Beam me because, well, Whimsicott's just been threatening his entire team at this stage. So let's just go for an Encore. We'll Encore him into the Surf. And wait, what does that actually accomplish if we Encore him into Surf? Just thinking about it now. If we Encore him into Surf, no, it's Ice Beam we need to Encore him into ideally. So let's go for a Sunny Day instead. And was that Hidden Power Ice or something? That's a bit strange. Alright, I'm not sure what was going on there. But no matter. And let's just see if he's going to Tempt Fate here and just actually stay in on this. Let's see. Yeah, we might as well just go for an EQ. We should be able to take it out. And sure enough, we did. Scarf Garchomp, people. You gotta expect it. Yep, Scarf. Standard set. And this is why it's great. So many Life Orb Greninjas running about. It just works wonders. So we've dealt with that now as well. Now we're just down to his last three things. So what I need to do here is I need to get in my Skarmory before he can get up his rocks. And sure enough, he's just going to kind of go for them now. So I'm really not worried about this. I'm just going to go straight for another Roost. I can just kind of defog away all of his hazards. He is going to roar me out right now, but that's fine. Oh, he roared me into Victini. Oh, we got Sun going for us. We do have the Sun. And even if he switches into Politoed, that's going to die horrifically. Sure enough, he's just going to sack it at this stage. You're dead, Politoed. We've won the Weather War now. Let's just deal with that thing. I could have gone for a Bolt Strike there, but just why not? It's V-Create. Let's take out as many things as we can with V-Create. We're up to We're getting a really nice death tally going here. Let's go for a Bolt Strike this turn. And, oh my god, that's going to do so much damage to him. That really is. I think even... I think V-Create might be just a bit stronger. I'm not really sure. Let's see, base 270, and lowered by the rain, it goes down to 130, and then stamp, and then it's super effective. You know what, let's just go for a V-Create, and let's see if we can kill yet another thing with V. Yeah, sure enough, 4 things now to the V-Create death tally. Why the hell not? Oh my god, I'd love to take out Garchomp with this thing as well. But we're gonna need to play around just a tad here, because we still gotta contend with this. Let's go into our Skarmory here. Let's see if we can get rid of the hazards. Just gonna go straight for a Dragon Claw off the bat. That's actually great, because judging by the amount of damage that Aqua Tail did before, we can now get a Defog off. It's kind of unfortunate that the Aqua Tail missed there, but actually doesn't matter all that much, because we know that we could have lived it. And I'm really not going to waste any time here, because I know I should be faster. Oh, actually, wait, no, I might not be faster than that guy. Well, actually, I'm faster with my freaking Garchomp, so that's fine. I'm just going to start going for the freaking Drill Pecks and start dealing as much damage as I can to this thing before he takes me out. The fact that he's going to Dragon Claw as well indicates to me that he does not indeed have Fire Blast or anything like that, so we can just kind of keep going for it. I don't know why I'm expecting to switch. Yeah, in all honesty, I'm kind of alright to sack it. Really, another unfortunate miss for Aqua Tail. Oh god, it's only got like a 10% chance to miss, but it's kind of tragic. He could get some more kills off of my guys. Okay, let's see if we can finish this in style. Let's go for Victini. Let's see if we can get a Glaciate. No! Okay, well, we don't have to worry about it. We can just go straight out into Garchomp. Let's just go straight for an Outrage. GG. Tried to finish it in style there. Tragically, it didn't really work, but we still did really well with Victini. We took out 4 things with V-Create. Dear God, Victini is such a monster. He really is. And I absolutely love him. Oh, he's one of my favorite Pokemon, so... Okay, let's have another game. Let's have one more. Okay, and what have we got this time? Almost a mono shiny. Bisharp is kind of letting down the team here. Everyone else is like turned up in the right kit, but Bisharp's just kind of standing here. It's like, hey guys! So, okay, so what are we actually going to want to lead with here? He's got a number of options for what he wants to lead with. I'm kind of predicting the Donphan, just because he's probably going to want to set up hazards of some variety. With that in mind, let's just kind of lead straight with our Whimsicott, and sure enough, he is going to lead with the Donphan. So that's kind of fine with me, and I'm just going to go straight for the Leech Seed here. He's probably just going to want to go for his Stealth Rock or whatnot. Then that's kind of alright. We still do have Defog on this, and actually no, he's gonna go for an Earthquake of all things. So was he predicting like an immediate switch into something? I'm not entirely sure. I'll Encore him on this turn, so he's kind of locked into Earthquake, and really just now isn't going to be accomplishing anything at all. So that's kind of fine with me. Let's just go for a Sunny Day now as well. And now he's going to go into his Goodra. Alright, so that's actually a bit unfortunate considering I went for Sunny Day, because now his Flamethrower is going to deal enough damage to actually kill us. So a bit unfortunate on my part there, but we do have a Garchomp to deal with this nicely. The problem is, though, he's got an awful lot of things in the team that he could still switch into even Garchomp. So with that in mind, well, okay, he's obviously going to go for the Flamethrower. You know, I kind of want to go for a V-Create even on this Goodra. I'm thinking I can do it, and I think it will still do like a significant amount of damage just because we have the Sun and a freaking Life over all things. And this man is predicting all over the place, dear God. Let's go for a V-Create, sure, why the hell not? And he's going to make another switch out into Donphan. That's kind of unfortunate, because Donphan is not going to live that, because it's a freaking V-Create. You're not going to live. Oh my god. So that's Donphan just dealt with right off the bat. I don't know what he's doing, but he seems to be playing like a very much a prediction-based game. Like who goes for Ice Beam? Like Ice Beam on like a Whimsicott. You ideally should have gone for Flamethrower. Maybe he doesn't have it, but it's kind of weird. And yeah, Donphan is really just not going to live that. Ideally, you would have switched into the Gyarados to kind of deal with it, just because you get the Intimidate off. Speaking of which, if he actually switches immediately into that, I am going to need to go straight to Whimsicott. And now he's just going to go straight at the Crobat. I'd love to go straight into Whimsicott, but Crobats actually do run Poison Jab now, so it's a bit unfortunate. I can just go straight into Skarmory, though. I've got nothing really to fear. The worst he can do to me is hit me with a Taunt, but after that, I'm kind of alright. He's not going to be able to do much. He's just going to go straight for a Brave Bird here, so that's really not going to do anything. And he's got leftover, so probably a standard kind of bulky Crobat set, that's what they generally run. I haven't really got an opportunity for a good switch right now, just the fact that he's going for Brave Bird of all things. Well, okay, I guess actually if he's going for Brave Bird, this is as good of an opportunity I'm going to get switching to Barbarical. And he's actually going to go straight into his Bisharp here, so okay, this actually works kind of alright, because I should be naturally faster than him, and I could just go straight for a Cross Chop. And, no, okay, right, he is just actually going to dance. God damn it, I hate it when that happens. Oh, I lost my White Herb now. That's really unfortunate. I always hate it when that happens. And it always seems to happen. I had like people like I was playing with Sticky Web teams and just the White Herb always goes off. Like seriously, it's difficult to actually get White Herb to work these days. Oh, that's really unfortunate, but okay. Not to worry, I do want to keep Bisharp around though, because I can like kind of deal with that Bisharp quite nicely. And I'm kind of predicting him just to go straight for the Dragon Dance of all things. And sure enough, he is just going to go straight for it. So I've got no reason not to Encore. I'm not going to double predict or anything. This thing is dangerous as soon as the Dragon dances. I just want to deal with it. I don't care if he switches at this stage. I know I could have made a prediction here, and sure enough, he is going to switch into Goodra. But when you've got a Dragon Dance Gyarados in your face, like, you just don't want to deal with that. Like, it's not worth messing about and just trying to find like a better standard for it. Just deal with it. Just seriously, you got to get rid of it. Okay, right. So he's in Goodra now. I think he might just overpredict or something. I'm just going to go straight for a Leech Seed. I just want to get some damage off on this thing or anything else he might switch into. Because Goodra is... I haven't really got too much to deal with. I've only really got my Garchomp. And it's going to be a while before I can switch into that. Sure enough, he's going to overpredict once again. Not really sure what he's going... Sap Sipper! Okay, Sap Sipper. What? Who... No one runs Sap Sipper. Bloody hell. Let's Encore him on this turn. Oh. So we've got an offensively based Goodra in our face now. Right. Sap Sipper. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry. That's just catching me completely off guard. That really is. You just don't see that. You really don't. I know some people might run it, and I guess it's a good alternative to Gooey, but seriously, Sap Sipper Goodra. I never thought I'd see the day, and now he's going to go straight into his Bisharp here. I was just kind of going Garchomp so I could set up his Stealth Rocks and just kind of start damaging his team. But I'm just going to go for an EQ. I don't want this thing to set up a sub on me. It's incredibly dangerous when it does. So I'm just going to go straight for it. I'm just going to go straight for a standard Sucker Punch. That's fine. It's not going to deal near enough damage to kill me. Bisharp only really gets going after a Sword Stance, and even then Garchomp is naturally bulky. So that's actually kind of fantastic, because we've dealt with that thing really, really well now. And now he's going to go into his Crobat. Well, I guess this would be a good opportunity to actually go into my freaking Barbarical and set up a Shell Smash. I'm not really seeing many more chances I'm going to get for this one. Just given the composition of his team, and the fact that I'm going to have like a kind of resist on his Brave Bird if he goes for it. But okay, I guess that actually works even better, the fact that he went for Toxic here, because like that's going to deal less damage overall, and like Barbarical is going to be short-lived as is. Let's just go for a Shell Smash. No! Oh, okay, well played there. I'll go for a Stone Edge this round. We'll just start dealing some damage. He's running the Super Fang. What is this man doing with some of his sets? What is going on? Super Fang. Okay, I know that's a viable thing because I've used it myself, but really? Oh god, okay. It's just a bit weird to see. Like, it really doesn't accomplish much. I guess that's the main problem. Like, it doesn't do anything, Super Fang. Like, it really doesn't. This turn he's going to have to go for Brave Bird. Barbarical's in a bit of a tight spot where he's not going to be able to get much of a sweep off no matter what happens. So I guess I'm just going to go straight for a Razor Shell this turn. He's actually going to go straight to that Aegis Slash there, so that's fine. We actually got a defense drop on that thing. So that's even better because we just got some extra damage off on it. So that's fine. I'm not going to complain about that. And this is actually an ideal switch-in for our one and only Mega Houndoom, which again nothing is really going to appreciate. Let's just go standard Mega Evolve, go for a Fire Blast. I don't want this thing setting up on me, like as just most of his team. And sure enough, he's just going to stay in. He's probably going for a Sacred Sword or whatnot. Well, actually, I'm not really sure why he stayed in. Goodra. Goodra would have been kind of ideal there, but oh well, he stayed in. I'm very tempted just to Destiny Bond this thing off and just get rid of this Goodra, but I guess I could do that at a slightly later stage. I just kind of want to scout just for general interest how much a Sucker Punch actually does, because I genuinely don't know. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay, alright. Oh, that was sad. But okay, we must press on. Nothing to fear. And, alright, so we kind of know what set this guy's already running. If we get it down to low enough, we should be able to just sweep up with our Garchomp with an Outrage. The only real problem at this stage is the fact that he's still got the Gyarados. You know what I'm gonna do, though? I'm gonna use a V-Create again, because V-Create just solves all of life's problems. And there we go, Gudra Delta. It's so much for being like a bulky Assault Vest variant or whatever the hell you were running. V-Create solves all your problems. Now I'm kind of clean to go. And I can just kind of finish him off here. I am just gonna go, well, just kind of predicting, I guess, the kind of obvious Brave Bird. Let's just go straight out into a, okay, he went for Toxic of all things. Right. Okay, alright, well, I'm not gonna... I still don't know what he's doing. He's still trying to predict something. Maybe possibly a switch to Garchomp, but it's not going to happen yet. Let's just go for a Drill Peck now, because we're kind of safe to do it. He's going to go for Super Fang once again. I'm just going to kill you. So it doesn't matter too much. And now he's left with just his Gyarados. So we can just kind of finish this thing off here. In case he wants to start going for Dragon Dance, which is his only real option at this stage. Let's just go straight out into Whimsicott and just Encore him into that, and we can just slowly kill him from there. Hopefully we don't get paralysis in our face. He's just going to Mega Evolve at this stage, so that's actually kind of alright, I guess. It doesn't really do much for us, but I'm not really going to complain about that. Let's go for Encore, and let's hope that we actually get him. No! Let's hope that we get him with. The one time I need Encore the Shine True, and goddamn it doesn't. Okay, alright, well, we're in a bit of a tight spot now. Thankfully, we do still have our freaking Scarf Garchomp, and even though he's Mega Evolved and has a Dragon Dance under his belt, we should still be faster, and we did get a crit there. I'm not sure how much that mattered, but we did actually take him out. GG all the same. I'm really not sure how much that crit actually mattered in the end there, but we might have been able to just finish him off with Skarmory or something, because we still may have had like just enough bulk. And who knows, even maybe even a V-Create could have solved that problem. Seems to work bloody wonders. It really is great. Oh god, but that was a good game all the same. Okay, and that's going to be it for this week's Showdown Monday edition. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This has been a really fun team. It's definitely not one of the best I've actually come up with, but I've really had a lot of fun with it. It's like more of a challenging team because you really have to try and work around it. Like, it's kind of apparent that I don't have obvious walls to most things. Like, Skarmory is as far as it gets, and then kind of Whimsicott. So I really have to work around what my opponents are actually doing, and it makes for really good matches with this team. And plus the fact that it's Semi-Sun as well, and Mega Houndoom as well in OU. It's not really seen that often, so I'm kind of glad that I'm actually using it. And it's pretty fantastic. I do recommend that you use this one, because it is really, really strong. But anyways, that's going to be it for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you with a brand new team on Sunday. Goodbye, and thank you so much for watching.